Well, fortunately or unfortunately, the boxing of this got deleted last night. So yeah, we're starting from scratch. I'm not unbuilding this, but we're going to start from scratch and just show you. So this is the 533 Tiny. Comes with the flight board, all the motors, and everything you see here, along with a couple of these. These are very thin too, as you can kind of hear. So we'll see how sturdy they are. What else? Comes with a bunch of stickers on it. So the first thing I did is obviously I just put on the motors. Just be careful not to screw them all in at the same time. And then this battery piece right here, it's not the easiest thing to get in. You have to line up these back parts, and on the outside screws are the flight controller screws. So you have this one here, and then one in the back, diamond shape, so you can see them up top here. The other screws, there's two up here in the front, two back here in the back, hold it in, the rest of it in. And also you need to buy the luminaire batteries for this, because obviously these don't fit in here. So don't use these batteries, or don't buy these batteries. I'm going to figure out a way to strap them down, maybe with a GoPro strap or something. The flight controller, be careful when you plug in these motors. Make sure that you plug it in level. I'm not even going to unplug these. Plug this in level and hold the top of this, because if not, these pins will go backwards. There are solder pads on the back of this, so if you mess it up, you can just cut the wire and solder to the back, which I'm probably going to end up doing anyway. There is a lot of slack in here, but the mount on this kind of covers everything up. Probably tuck everything in there when you get it. And then the camera casing right here, put the standoff screws in first and then put this on. It's going to make it a lot easier. And also the battery pack screws, use the standoff to secure that piece right there. It's a TBS Unified Pro. I think this is, yeah, Pro 32 or something. They do give you the connection wires here, but these are some tiny soldering right here. And then the camera is pretty easy to find and just goes straight in. I wish they would have given you a board layout diagram on it. See how loose that is right there? Yeah, that's probably gonna have to, just a little push on it and it's gonna fall off. Yeah, this isn't the easiest build in the world, just because everything's so small in it. I'm used to building 5-inch. And also take the camera, once you put this on, just push the camera in through the front, and then you can screw the camera down. So right now, I'm going to get my receiver. This is the jumper. And we're going to try to fit it in right here. This is just a little TPU piece that slides in place with the battery cable coming out the back of it. So that doesn't look too bad. We'll see how everything goes. I started this last night after a long day of work, and I think it's going to be better this morning with a coffee instead. So let's get started on it. I'm not even sure if this goes here, but this jumper slides in perfectly here. And then the battery lead goes underneath here, which seems to be tough to get a battery to, but I don't see any other place to run the battery through, unless you ran it off the side. But that fits perfect. Okay, this build is not for the faint of heart, or maybe it's just not for a person that builds 5-inch all the time. So, a couple things here. As you can see, the receiver pin is pinned up against this bracket so you can't get it in. So I had to shave this down, and it's still smashed up pretty good against there. But the board is laying flat. All right. Made that, and then we got the receiver on, which actually fits pretty good. It snaps into here. I did see Evan Turner's video, and he said don't run the power cable out the back, run it down the side. It's easier to plug in. Kind of pinches those wires, so I'll probably tie it down. So we have everything plugged in. The antenna's on. Camera's plugged in. Oh, that was a super pain to get also, but yeah, have fun with that. So let's plug a battery in and see what happens. I never use a smoke stopper. I'm sure I have one here somewhere, but what fun is that? I'll get it around here so if it smokes, you get a good view of it. Wow. Nothing. All good. Lights are blinking. I didn't see the motors twitch though. We got all our beeps though, so that's a good sign. Let's clean up a little, plug it into beta flight, and see what happens. Okay, it's coming together a lot better now. Make sure you don't put the camera on upside down like I just did, or it won't fit in the screw holes on the side. So the plug goes towards the bottom of the frame, and I probably should have run this camera wire underneath it. But besides that, it's getting better. Just need to kind of tie everything down. I'm gonna wait on the LED kit, get it configured. Only real issue I had was this right here not being able to fit in there with the standoff here. It's real tight, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, a couple more minor adjustments. Yeah, when you put this frame on, it just rubs up against the motor. It's mainly because yeah, that plug in there is right up against the post, so it kind of sets everything off. So yeah, I just cut them off, and that works. Sometimes you gotta make adjustments to make things fly. I'm used to that. So let's get the props on, see if I can get a hover. Okay, it's raining in Cincinnati, so as usual, so we're gonna hover test it inside my bedroom. Probably not the greatest idea, but what the hell. Alright, let's see what happens. Ah. Holy crap. Can't believe that. Wow. Well, that's a good thing. Everything works so far.